love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing, I'm always thankful for something. Don't take...
What's going on, you guys? T-Killa here. Me and my brother Kevin is behind the camera. This is our first walk of the year together. Today is like the 21st of January. And we went to a piece of private that we got, and just because there's no cover, there's no bedding there really. We like to walk in every so often, and my brother found his first fresh little one there earlier today. And then I found an old one there. We decided to come on this piece that I had walked last year, and there's usually a lot of deer that herd up in here. And coming through this edge, coming right down the edge, and me and Kevin were walking side by side talking about how this was so tore up, and I looked over, boom, we got my second one of the year, and let's check it out. There it is, you guys. Looks like a nice 4-point side. Nice brow tine. Nice fresh. Let's pick her up. Nice one. Young deer, but
Yeah, it's got good color, good beating.
yeah. Nice thick brow tine.
Yeah, good looking antler.
Big base on him. Looks like it's been laying there for a while, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
She was pretty stuck
Sweet.
down to the ground. Let's go find some more. Number 2 for me. Woo-hoo. What's up, you guys? Back at you here. It is January the 23rd, and third day in a row I decided to go out for a walk, and it's the third day in a row that I found a shed. Just came into this piece of public. Usually they leave food in here every year, and you can see behind me here all this. That's all beans, standing beans. And it transitions into like a CRP mixture. You can see behind me this taller stuff. Well, there's beans mixed in there too. And I'm going to switch the camera around, show you where I came in at. So I came in on the corner over there, and I walked down and got to here, and I noticed that these were standing beans. So I came over to this corner right here, and I started zigzagging through the beans here. And you can see they've actually been bedding and digging and a little bit of everything. And it goes down into some hardwoods timber, down into a river bottom. There's always a lot of deer in here. There's a couple of deer in the field about 500 yards up ahead of me, but look at all those beans. And the deer sign is phenomenal. And I got to where I'm at right here, and I looked out in front of me, and there's a dandy match set. You can see the one there, and the match to it is like right there. No, right there. I'm pumped. These babies are dark chocolate, younger deer, but a beautiful rack. Wasn't expecting this. There was boot tracks coming in here, but they looked a couple days old. Look at that. Bam. And I stood here for a little bit checking out this antler, and I just looked to my left, and bam, there lays the other one. Double boom. Boom, boom. Look at that baby. Beautiful. This is one of the darkest chocolate racks I've ever picked up in Iowa. Look at that. Fresh as a daisy right there. Sweet. I'm gonna pick this one up. Look at that baby. Can't even get the whole thing in the frame here. Wow. Beautiful buck. Can't believe how dark these suckers are. Unreal. There's the other. Oh, it's got a tiny little dropper. And the hole in the horn. Oh my gosh. This is going to be an absolute giant next year. Look at that brow tine. I can't believe it. Whew. Beautiful public land Iowa match set. Whew. Yeah. Boom. It's like January 25th. Got off work early today. Ran home, grabbed my boots, grabbed my backpack. Drove 2 hours south to Des Moines to this piece where I found my biggest shed last year. And pretty much right by the Des Moines River. This whole property follows the river. Just solid timber, no food. Other than natural browse, there's some locust pods and stuff in here. And I was just walking the edge of this hill. And down below is like a big swamp. A bunch of blown over trees and stuff. There's not a whole lot of sign in here, except for right on the edge of this hill. You can see there's deer bedding, and I found one little trail heading down into this little slough bottom here, and I found my first shed of the day. I got here at like 2 o'clock, and I think it's 3:30 now, so I've been walking for an hour and a half, but I'll turn the camera around and show you guys. I don't know how I spotted this, just like one little tine sticking up out of the snow, but I don't even know what it is. I haven't touched it yet. It looks buried. I'm hoping it's a fresh shed from this year. They got a lot of snow in Des Moines here about a week and a half ago, and this has got to be a fresh shed buried in the snow, because I know I walked right through here last year, so let's check it out. You can see this trail going right down into that bottom slough. You can see that tine sticking up out of the snow right there. Hopefully it's a surprise and it's a big one. Let's see what we got. Oh, not even a shed. Dang it. It's a broke off antler. It's definitely probably from this last fall, though. Had some character. Buck was a fighter. He's got a broke off extra, a broke off G3. Pretty cool. Still counting it as my number 6 for the year, so. Well, hopefully we can find a fresh shed in here, you guys. Stick with me. What's going on, you guys? I'm back at you here. January 25th. You seen me pick up that broke off antler about an hour ago.
And I just want to kind of point this out, that this whole time I've been walking this property, I've been running into this same guy's boot tracks. And he's got a dog with him. I don't know if the dog finds sheds or not, but I just messaged a guy that I know walks this piece, asking if it was him. Because if it was, this guy walks this piece like I walk. I mean, his boot tracks are everywhere. And I just want to show you guys, I got into this area that's absolutely tore up where they're eating on these locust pods. There's beds all over, and I got this guy's boot tracks right here. I'll show you. So there's his boot tracks right there. And his dog tracks. And he walked literally everywhere in here. So everywhere he's walking, I'm not. I'm going into other places, and I got off his boot tracks right back there. See if I can re-find this thing. I'm just checking all these tore up places here. You can see it's just tore up. And I got right in here and I looked over, and there one lays right next to the tree. So just a perfect example, you guys. They can't find them all because those boot tracks are super, super fresh. Let's pick this bad boy up. Just a forkhorn, but he's a nice forkhorn. No brow tine or nothing. Looks like probably a bed there. Probably a bed there. There it is, you guys. Not bad. Super fresh. Get out there and get them, you guys. My number 7. Boom. All right, you guys, I'm back at you. Still trying to shake that guy's boot tracks, and every time I do, well, this is the second time I did, got off his boot tracks and I found an antler. So I'm just kind of racing around in here, man. It's getting dark on me, and the sign is awesome. I just stopped to shed hunt this piece by Des Moines on my way down to southern Iowa, because it's usually pretty good in here. But dang it, I might have to come back in here in the morning, just stay the night in Des Moines here. But I'm going to turn the camera around and show you how it happened. Just come from behind me, out of all that thick stuff where all them locust pods were. And there's not a lot of tracks in this area, but there was a few sets of tracks. You could see my boot tracks. I got to right here and I looked over, and there's a dang tine sticking out of the snow. Hopefully this one's a shed, not a break off. Picking it up. Come on, be a shed. Yes, it's a shed. Nice one. Fresh this year. All right. There it is, you guys. Not bad. There's my number 7. Nice color. January 25th. Hopefully I can scoop up a couple more before I get out of here. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? I'm back at you again. Pounding some ground. Decided to come down to southern Iowa to a place that I deer hunt on some big public where they always leave standing food. I was at the place last night. right by Des Moines. Well, I decided to continue south and hit this stuff before other people. I got here right at the break of daylight, and I've already walked one bean field, and there's boot tracks already in there, but I don't let those boot tracks discourage me, especially this time of year when they're dropping, like as we speak. So they could have dropped last night, and the guy walked it yesterday. You never know. But anyways, you can see I just got to this other bean field. Got all these beans here behind me, and I just went and walked through that field back there, which is just kind of it was CRP last year, but they cut it, so there's some greenage growing close to the ground there, and there was a lot of sign in there. And I decided to hit that before I came into these standing beans, since I parked right there at the approach. And you can see I'm not that far into these standing beans. I'm like maybe 75 yards, and I was zigzagging back and forth because it's not that wide. Literally the gravel road's right there and some timber draws and stuff. So it's a small strip of beans, but it leads out to a big bean field in front of me. And I got about 70 yards into it, and I found my first one of today. So let's check it out. I was just zigzagging back and forth to the road and to the edge right over there. Just back and forth, left to right. And I came up on my first one of the day, you guys. Laying tines down right there. Looks like a pretty decent shed too. Let's pick it up. Oh yeah. Not bad. Nice. There it is, you guys. Pretty nice 4-point side. Probably a 2-year-old buck. Gotta love it. Truck right there behind me. Hopefully there's some more laying in these beans. Stay tuned. Boom! Here we go again. Been walking for probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half since you seen me pick up this one out of the standing beans with the truck in the background. And I walked all over this huge standing bean field, and been running into this same guy's boot tracks, which is okay. I don't get discouraged, as I told you guys. But I come around this edge, and it's just a little hill surrounded by timber that's on the edge of this bean field. I'll show you. Turn the camera around here. Way up there is the bean field that I was walking through. And I popped in through this gap, and this is just like a CRP field. And I was walking the edge of it down in there. Come all the way around. As you can see, it turns and it comes right back up to me. And it's pretty tore up right through here. Lots of beds and stuff. Just kind of a staging area, I think, before they go out into the beans. But once again, I'm going to show you this guy's boot tracks. Right there, right there, right there. And right there's a shed. Probably dropped after this guy came through here. It's hard to say. But nonetheless, within 2 feet of them boot tracks, we got a shed. Let's pick this bad boy up. That's fresh. Beautiful 4-point side, you guys. I'll get this camera turned around. That's a nice one there. Southern Iowa Public. Picking them up as they drop, you guys. January 25th or 26th, I don't remember. Nice shed. I think we probably pick up a couple more today, I hope. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next pickup. Yeah, you know what this means. I'm back at you. I just found another shed. I left that bean field spot over there, and I came to this one field here. There's really not much food in here, but I know there was deer coming into this field late muzzleloader season. And I walked from the road. It's not a very big field, and a little bit of sign coming in here looked pretty decent. I took the one edge up and around, and I was just going to circle back and around. I wasn't going to plan on walking any timber in here, just cover this field real quick and get out of here. And I come around this edge right up in here, and I spotted one laying right out in front of me. I'm standing right where I spotted it from. I'll turn the camera around. It's laying right out there in front of me, you guys. Right there. Let's go over there and pick this bad boy up. I haven't even taken any pictures or nothing yet. Looks like a pretty nice 4-point side. Oh no. That's better than I thought. That's a 5 side. Heck yeah. Awesome. I'm going to snap a picture or two here. That looks like a nice, real nice shed. Get one more picture from this way. All right. That's a nice one. Ooh, yeah. Look at that baby. All right, well, I'm going to pick this thing up. I'm excited to see it. Oh, yeah. That's a beautiful 5-point side, you guys. My best one of the trip down south so far. I'll turn the camera around, get you guys a better look at this thing. Look at that sucker. That's a nice buck. Beautiful shed. All right. Pretty pumped on this one. Just a quick little walk through this field, and not a lot of sign in here, but got the full wax ring, a nice clean shed. Looks like he shedded it real clean. Man, that's number 3 for today. Doing good. All right, let's see if we can go pick up a couple more. Boom.